Again, just another straight drive.
4 to go. Jokic, the heave, counted the go!
Nikola Jokić is the kind of NBA player you can't fully grasp with a quick glance. He's 7 feet tall, yet moves with a calm, almost leisurely pace. He doesn't jump high or blow past defenders in a blur, but somehow still dominates the court. It's like watching a chess grandmaster operating in a sport built for sprinters. One moment he's collecting a rebound in a crowded paint. The next, he's launching a pass from one basket to the other, hitting his teammate in perfect stride or casually nailing a shot from beyond half court. Yet if you dive beneath the surface, you'll find just as much intrigue. He's a 2-time MVP whose meteoric rise defied early scouting reports that labeled him too heavy and too slow. He's a gentle giant who once got into a heated altercation, raising questions about an untapped edge to his personality. He's also rumored to be more passionate about horse racing than becoming a global sports icon, leaving many to wonder if he might walk away from basketball sooner than expected. In short, Nikola Jokić is both a paradox and a generational talent, a puzzling figure whose every move sparks awe, confusion, or both. In this video, we'll explore his astonishing journey. We'll see how he went from an under-the-radar prospect in Serbia to an MVP who can tear defenses apart with a blend of old-school fundamentals and mind-boggling passes. We'll also unpack the controversies and rumors that swirl around him, from accusations of stat padding to whispers that he's not serious enough about NBA stardom. By the end, you might feel a bit conflicted, torn between celebrating his brilliance and questioning how such a laid-back figure could upend an entire league. To truly appreciate Jokić, you have to start in Sombor, Serbia, a small town known for horse stables, not churning out 7-foot basketball savants. By all accounts, he was just a tall kid who loved two things: basketball and horses. Local stories paint a picture of a boy who might finish stable chores in the morning, then head to a makeshift court for pickup games. While most tall players focus on easy dunks or standing under the rim, Jokić showed a knack for passing. Even as a teenager, coaches noted his uncanny vision. He'd throw behind the back passes on fast breaks and loft pinpoint outlets from full court distances. Despite these flashes, major teams and scouts overlooked him. Some claimed he was too heavy, others doubted he could guard quicker athletes. And so, when NBA draft day rolled around, he landed at the 41st pick, a classic fly under the radar selection. The Denver Nuggets, however, saw potential in his serene approach and unteachable instincts. Their reports spoke of an unusually high basketball IQ and a gift for reading the game in slow motion. Even then, they couldn't have guessed how fast he'd blossom into a cornerstone player. It didn't happen overnight. In his early Nuggets days, Jokić arrived as a newcomer with a mild demeanor. He had to adapt to the NBA's physicality and pace, proving he could run the floor, bang in the post, and still unleash those jaw-dropping passes. But with each season, fans noticed subtle improvements. He'd show up a little leaner, add a move to his arsenal, and reveal glimpses of a player who defied every conventional blueprint for a successful NBA center. Little by little, the unheralded kid from Sombor edged toward stardom. Soon, the narrative around Jokić shifted from interesting prospect to potential MVP. But with that spotlight came intense scrutiny. Some fans doubted whether a supposedly unathletic big man could sustain high-level play across 82 games and a grueling postseason. Others questioned if he was too soft, pointing to his quiet demeanor and relaxed style of play. Online chatter turned skeptical. Was he another regular season wonder who'd fade once defenses got tougher? Then came the infamous run-in with Morris. In a moment of heated retaliation, Jokić sent Morris flying to the floor, sparking debates everywhere from NBA Twitter to sports talk shows. Was this proof of a hidden mean streak, a necessary stand against physical play, or a dirty act unworthy of an MVP candidate? This single incident painted Jokić in a new light. Maybe he wasn't just a laid-back, smiling giant. Maybe he had the fire and grit to match the hype. Complicating matters further was his MVP race. Old-school analysts wanted brute strength and show-stopping athleticism. Stat geeks pointed to advanced metrics that placed him among the most efficient players in history. Many fans split into factions. Some championed him as a revolutionary point center. Others brushed off his accomplishments as stat padding in a system designed for him. For his part, Jokić shrugged off the growing noise, often dismissing both criticism and praise with an unflappable calm. But beneath that calm exterior, he was quietly morphing into a player who could do things nobody had witnessed before. One of the biggest eye-openers has been Jokic's nonchalant approach to near full court shots. While most NBA players might hoist a desperation altercation heave only at the buzzer, Jokic slings them in regular play, almost as if it's just another jumper. He'll grab a rebound, glance down court, and with a single arm flick send the ball hurtling 70 feet through the air. Sometimes it's for a buzzer-beating prayer, other times he's banking on it hitting nothing but net. And it's shocking how often he comes close, or succeeds. Teammates say they've become used to it, often raising their arms in anticipation before the shot even crosses half court. Commentators stumble for words, torn between calling it luck or pure skill. Fans watching at home might do a double take. Did he just Eurostep into a 60-foot shot? How does he even practice something like that? Whatever the method, it's working. These jaw-dropping shots have effectively become another weapon in his arsenal, forcing defenses to be on guard even when the entire floor separates Jokic from the rim. His passing, too, enters impossible territory. Skip passes through multiple defenders, pinpoint alley-oops that drop right into his teammates' hands, no-look dishes when he seems to be staring in the opposite direction. Jokic makes these plays look routine, further cementing the belief that he's operating on a separate mental plane, where angles, distances, and timing all line up at his command. As the highlight reels pile up, viewers can't help but wonder if there's anything he can't do with a basketball in his hands. Of course, no great player is free from debate. For every admirer celebrating his jaw-dropping court vision and unscripted half-court bombs, there's a critic who insists his numbers are inflated. Kevin Durant once commented that Jokic gets the ball every play, implying those touches automatically led to the gaudy assist totals. Others point to Denver's style of offense, laden with dribble handoffs that might pad stats. The question is whether any other center could replicate Jokic's stat lines if given the same opportunities. Supporters fire back with clips of him dissecting defenses in ways no one else would dare attempt. They ask, if it's so easy, why aren't other big men doing it? Why do teammates consistently have career best years alongside him, only to drop off when they leave Denver? The debate rages on, fueled by heated Twitter threads and endless sports talk segments. In the midst of it all, Jokic remains a peculiar, soft-spoken enigma who offers little ammo to either side. He's too busy feeding open shooters and flicking in one-handed floaters. Step off the hardwood, and Jokic's story gets no less fascinating. By most accounts, he's a humble, home-oriented guy who still lights up at the mention of horses. Fans joke that he might one day ditch the NBA to pursue a quieter life training or breeding racehorses back in Serbia. When asked about these rumors, he never fully denies them. Instead, he flashes that trademark grin, leaving everyone guessing about how seriously he takes the multi-million-dollar basketball lifestyle. His interviews can be as baffling as his on-court passes. He'll brush off a 70-foot buzzer beater as a normal shot and deflect praise for a 15-assist night to open teammates. He cracks jokes about not understanding why people find his game so mesmerizing. It's all delivered with a dose of dry humor and self-deprecation that makes you question whether he's hiding his true ambitions or genuinely couldn't care less about hype. In a league where many stars chase personal branding and highlight moments, Jokic seems perfectly comfortable treating his world-class achievements as casual feats. Ultimately, Jokic's biggest impact might be how he's redefining what an NBA center can be. Historically, the job description for a big man was simple: protect the rim, grab rebounds, and score in the paint. But Jokic handles the ball like a playmaking guard, orchestrates his team's offense, and knocks down three-pointers or mid-range floaters when he feels like it. He's become a one-stop shop for scoring, passing, and leadership, forcing opponents into near-impossible strategic decisions. Double team him, and he'll zip a dime to a wide-open shooter. Give him space, and he'll calmly drain a shot or back you down in the post. This mastery puts him in a conversation with some of the greatest all-around players in history. Yet, unlike LeBron James or Giannis Antetokounmpo, who lean on physical prowess, Jokic uses anticipation and angles to beat defenders. He's not leaping out of the gym or exploding past you. He's outthinking you. That's why some call him a unicorn. But even that term doesn't fully capture how effortlessly he merges so many skill sets. And as more young players try to emulate him, we might see a wave of bigger, slower, craftier talents who transform the NBA just as Jokic has. If you're keeping up with the latest hoops drama, hit that like button, subscribe for non-stop basketball news, and turn on notifications so you're always ahead of the game. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk ball. Catch you in the next one.